linked at all. I can't comment on that.
Okay. Advocate, are you aware that former Johannesburg Mayor Herman Mashaba has repeatedly raised public concerns about Advocate Chauke, where he made clear that the Advocate Chauke was an obstacle to the prosecution of corrupt cases that were presented to him with clear evidence? Are you aware?
I'm aware he has made public announcements about this, but there's no case that he has presented to me where, if I heard you correctly, where maybe you could repeat the last part of your question, please.
Okay. Are you aware that former Mayor Herman Mashaba has repeatedly raised public concerns about Advocate Chauke, where he made clear that the advocate was an obstacle to the prosecution of corrupt cases that were presented to him with clear evidence?
I can't comment on that because I'm not aware, but I would certainly urge Mr. Mashaba to send me the details of those cases very
Okay.
urgently. In fact, if he can send it to me tomorrow, I would be very pleased.
Sure.
Thank you.
Here are copies of the many cases that Mr. Mashaba sent to you. You were CC'd in on these cases. A dossier was handed to Advocate Chauke of cases, I think amounting to over 35 billion of corruption cases uncovered in Johannesburg. You were CC'd in all of this. I can give you the date, the 16th of May, 2029. You are now saying that you were not aware. I've just brought a few of them to this house to prove to you that you were CC'd in this case. You haven't responded to not any one of these cases. This was 4 years prior to your suspension. You received smoke signals already about Advocate Chauke, which you did nothing about.
I need to have a look at that.
Honorable James, you may come down a bit.
Thank you, Chair, for the reminder. I put it, you said earlier on that it wasn't brought to your attention. You said confidently you know nothing about it. I'm saying to you, 4 years prior, the suspension of Andrew Chauke, there were smoke signals. It was sent to you with evidence, with serious cases within the city of Joburg, and you ignored all of these emails.
Now that you prompt my memory,
Okay.
he did send emails, and we certainly don't ignore emails.
But you
I
just
need-
said you weren't aware.
I need to follow up and to see what happened to those matters.
I can tell you nothing happened.
If I could please have those cases,
They're in
because
your inbox, ma'am.
we are, sometimes emails don't reach you, but in this case, I'm aware that he did send some communication, but I need to check to see what happened to that. Because you may rest assured, Honorable James, we don't want to cover up anything. And if anything, I would want to get to the bottom of allegations that any prosecutor, any DPP is in fact not prosecuting where there's clear evidence of it. So I need to see what happened to that, because we definitely respond to emails from anyone, and particularly from heads of...
Yes, I would like to think that you would take an email from a mayor seriously.
We do.
You've ignored, you cannot say you do when I've got evidence and proof. Several emails, an entire dossier was handed to Advocate Chauke. He did absolutely nothing with it. It was highlighted to you that this person is corrupt. It was highlighted to you that this person is covering up for serious construction companies within the city of Joburg, Zimbabweans, with fake documents. It was brought to your attention, as well as Advocate Chauke, that is currently on suspension for over 2 years, that was allowed to continue covering up in the department. In fact, this has been going on for over 6 years, if you take into consideration when these red flags were highlighted to you. And you've done absolutely nothing. And then earlier on, you said that if there's any concerns with regards to cases, I must bring it to your attention. Will you take it seriously when you are saying to us now that sometimes we miss things in our inbox?
We always take these very seriously. And I want to say to you, I want to apologize to Mr. Mashaba that if he has not received a satisfactory response. But I do want to check to see what my office has done with those matters, and I can then give a more substantive reply.
I can tell you they've done nothing. But anyway, do you roughly know how many drug-related offenses have been handled by Advocate Chauke during his tenure?
No.
Are you aware of the conviction or the success rate in drug-related and other criminal matters prosecuted by Advocate Chauke's office in the South Gauteng division? Because that's where the bottleneck is when it comes to drug-related cases. South Gauteng division.
I don't have the figures, but we can certainly get that.
Okay. Would you agree that showing that Advocate Chauke frustrated the proper functioning of the criminal justice system in Johannesburg for so many years that there may have been some plausibility to General Kwanazi's allegations that certain prosecutors in the same environment were deliberately sabotaged? Okay, frustrated the proper functioning of the criminal justice system in Johannesburg for so many years that there may have been some plausibility to General Kwanazi's allegations that certain prosecutors in the same environment were deliberately sabotaged to protect drug cartels.
Before I can comment on that, I'd like to get details, proper details from General Mkwanazi about who he's referring to and what these allegations are about. Because they're just allegations, and I can't comment on allegations. I need the facts.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. We are moving to the last two speakers. That is Honorable Sangoni and Honorable Nomval. Honorable Skosana.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. It's been a long evening, Advocate Batohi. And maybe let me just start off.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Oh, allegedly. My people, my people, my people.